the Andoni Iraola effect is already plain to see, I think. If you haven't been watching the pre-season warm-up videos, I think some of them are on YouTube or they're on LFC TV. I think we're really starting to see already the way the training is happening. And I think it looks fascinating because you can already see the players are exhausted after training. Now, obviously, the first few days are normally like this in any training where the coaches are trying to get the players back up to speed, burn off all that sort of summer fat that they built up. Not that they do much anymore. But you can really see the players are collapsing on the floor, struggling to talk after the exercises. And I think that is a sign of things to come, especially if you saw the Semenyo interview a few months ago where he said that, the first few months were brutal and they kind of hated it because it was so hard. But that really benefited them in the end of the season. And then they could kind of justify that hard work and extra training. So, like I said, I think they're free on YouTube. So I think you should really go and check out the sort of pre-season training videos. And a lot of them are under 21 players, which is still fascinating to watch. But there is, some first team players. There's Kirkes and Szoboszlai and who's there? Kostas is there. So Xhaka, it's good to see him there. Mamadashvili, I've seen. Curtis Jones. So there's still some first team players there. And what I've noticed watching the first couple of videos, the first one was very training, exercise heavy, of course, gym work, and then running around the pitches to get the kind of like the bleep test, but not the bleep test going. And the fact that Iraola is there every time he's on the sidelines watching them, and I tell you what, he's fascinating to watch because he's encouraging, he's explaining, he's talking, he's praising a lot of, and that's something I think where Slot really struggled. He just didn't kind of get that. And if you watch video 2, you can see they are already playing mini matches. They're already playing with the ball. I know a while ago it used to be where the first few days you didn't kick a ball for the first week. It was just build up your fitness. But now, especially with Iraola, it was really interesting to watch playing the little like 5-a-side games. And Iraola's in the middle of them going, yes, yes, yes. And he knows everybody's name already. Super impressive. Naming the person, yes, Curtis, yes, says, go, score, score. And he's telling them what to do and encouraging every move. Like, yes, great move, great tackle. It's exciting to watch. And it's got that feeling like, man, if he was coaching me, I'd be all over the place. And you can see where the players will be getting that excitement from. So really interesting to watch. So please go and check those out if you haven't done already. Now we've got the preseason games coming up in 9 days, 25th. So I just want to see, do we have the intensity? That's all I'm looking for. Has he already managed to implement this sort of intensity in the closing and the reactions? Because when you're watching these videos, you can see how they are being trained to get the ball back, get in shape. Right, we've got the ball, look up, pass, shoot, go. That speed is there. So I think this is going to be a fascinating pre-season to watch. On a side note, I think Dominic Szoboszlai has just signed a new 5-year deal. Now, this is pretty huge news, really, because he is the player. I mean, we've got him. How old? I don't actually know how old he is now, Szoboszlai. 25, 26? Maybe 26. I actually don't know. He's one of those funny players. But we've got him for his prime years, basically, however old. We've got him, his 5-year deal. We've got him for the core period of his playing career, really, which means we can now start building the team around him more. We've lost Mo, so we've lost a big captain personality. Even though he wasn't the captain, he was the big personality in the team where everything had to kind of go through him. And depending on how Szoboszlai takes on this role with the team, kind of looks like he could be the next vice captain. I would say he's the obvious choice. He's the I want to say no more senior, but he's a more senior player in the group now, and I think it would suit him really well. Obviously with Virgil at the back still being the captain, obviously he's 35 now, Virgil, so he's not going to be playing forever now. So I think it is time to start looking at who the next captain could be. And with Szoboszlai on a 5-year deal, he's going to be in the midfield. He's going to play every week. We know that because he's exactly the type of player Iraola will love. Presses hard, never runs out of energy, can do everything on the pitch. You know, he can score, he can pass, he can press, he can tackle. So Iraola is going to love him, and he may well be the trigger for the big press. So his position is going to be fascinating to watch. Yeah, so that's a really good signing from Liverpool. I'm really happy that he's decided to stay because there were some rumours about Real Madrid, as always. Of course there are. So I'm glad we got that locked in. What else other news have we got? Xhaka has picked the number 5. If you haven't seen that already, that is his new team number. So as you can see, basically a direct replacement for Konate, which kind of makes sense, really. Leone, we still haven't seen Leone back. We've seen him in the videos and he's been out and around, but he's not back out doing the small plays and the football yet. So, you know, there were rumours that he was still not quite ready and there was going to be a bit more time, which I'm surprised at. But we've got to give him as long as he needs because we've got Xhaka, so that's good. We've got Van Dijk. Joe Gomez, again, as always, looked good, looked fit and healthy. Unfortunately, we know we can't rely on Joe Gomez anymore, or for a long time, to be honest. But he's there. It's a great option to have. So I'm glad he stayed. I don't know if he got 1 year left on his contract as well. So important year for him as well. And yeah, still no signings, apart from Munoz, obviously. So that's a bit of a concern. I've got a feeling now we've tied down this Szoboszlai signing. Hopefully that means that we're going to be working on some players. Obviously the World Cup still hasn't finished yet. We've still got the final to go. And then we'll probably see some more. But let's keep an eye on the next few days. Hopefully we get some news on transfers. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.